Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
hello. Welcome back to Death in Space, Nerds in Space. Episode 5, maybe?
6, 5,
6?
5,
6?
6.
6.
It's it's one more than the last episode, whatever that one was. You would think that I would look this up before we start recording,
It's
and
not
you
our
would be
style.
wrong. You would
That's
be
not our
wrong.
style.
Um,
It's episode 6.
okay, solid. Episode
That's what
7
I
it
put.
is. Okay. Uh, should you what now?
I
He
put
put
episode 6.
All right, good.
Yeah, I don't have Twitch up. I got too many
Can we confirm?
notes.
Is it episode 6?
It is episode 6. I looked it
Okay.
up.
Perfect.
Well, it is because I'm keeping notes and I separate them by session. And this is
Mm.
session 6.
Okay, just to be clear, is this episode 6? I just want to make sure we're 100%
Okay.
positive.
Okay. Joking done. It's episode 7, right? Like now that the joke about it being episode 6 is past, it's really 7, right?
I hate you.
We're on episode 14.
As you can tell, this episode's gonna be quite productive. So how's everybody doing?
Fantastic. How are you?
Doing great.
So far, so good.
I'm mostly just really nervous and curious about how
That
this
we're both
session is
gonna
going
die
to
today?
go.
Yeah.
It ended on another great cliffhanger. We haven't been planning these, but they just always end on a good cliffhanger.
It's like Tick's going to have this ship all to himself soon, so.
Did you not notice that, like, at the end of the episodes that I've been uploading to YouTube, I just included the entire movie cliffhanger at the end of it?
No, just the scene at the beginning where he's holding on with one hand.
Yeah, he like slides down
Yeah.
the cliff face and then like grabbed
Yeah.
like yes.
Great movie.
That you're making me want to watch it again.
It's so good.
I mean, it's arguably bad, but also great at the same time.
Arguably,
Aren't
the
all
best.
Sylvester Stallone movies?
True.
I kind of forgot that was him. I was thinking it was
Arnold?
no.
Van Damme?
Yeah, Van Damme.
Yeah.
But it's been so long since I've seen that movie. Anyway, back to the game. Does anyone want to do like a short recap of where we left off?
Yeah, so just as a very quick overview, the three of us, our characters, were on a little shuttle to a space station on RM-80, and we were going there because our ship was there. And when we finally got to our ship, we discovered that it is not operable in its current state. So we had two options to get a part, and essentially there are two factions on this space station, and each faction had one of the parts. We only needed one of them, and we chose the Parliament, right? Yeah, Parliament. And so we went on an adventure to get that, and by adventure, sort of a murderous rampage ending in Mufasa and myself being down to 1 health. And all while this was going on, we knew that there was a bit of a time crunch because a peacekeeper
An individual? We don't even really know what they do
Yeah.
yet.
But understanding that she's
Nobody
part of
asked.
security forces, right, to some
Don't have time.
degree. And we know that her name is Thorn. And after we got our part and made it back to the ship, Thorn entered the ship and we stopped the game there. And we know that Thorn is a human woman with a blonde mohawk with shaved sides. And she's got vines with thorn tattoo covering half her face. She's carrying a plasma rifle and has a bandolier with grenade type devices attached to it.
She appears to be a, how you say, badass.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
one you'd want to bring home to be mother for
Yeah.
sure.
Uh,
Absolutely.
yeah, that's pretty much it. And to clarify, they entered the airlock.
Yes, the
Um,
hangar bay, whatever.
yeah, I. It sounded like you had said that they entered the ship. I don't know if I just heard that wrong, but they are not in the ship. They are in the airlock, like
Oh, okay. That's good to
holding
know.
area.
I assumed that because I thought we saw 8 look kind of disappointed and then like
'Cause he
Thorn right
sold us
behind. I
out.
assumed it was inside of the ship.
Was it only me that
Walking
saw
into
them?
the correct. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah, because I'm in
Okay.
the pilot's chair right now. Yeah.
And we were trying to figure out, yeah, did
We got
you
it
and
fired
Hina
up.
get it fired up? Okay,
Yes.
that's what I thought. That we got it fired up. Okay, well that changes things a little bit. I just assumed we saw 8 with Thorn behind, like entering into the ship.
So, quick
luckily,
clarifying
luckily no.
question:
Got it.
Mhm.
Only Justin knows this. He's like, hey,
Do
go
we-
ahead. guys."
Do we have knowledge of if we could shut our door and just take off, or is there
Yes.
a procedure to this?
That's fair.
So I will say that while you were coming in on the shuttle, there was some communication over the radio system.
Mm.
Yeah.
Um,
So no, we can't.
so
We'll get
I mean-
blasted out of the fucking sky.
Does does that mean that you have to signal out to get out of the bay? Maybe. Uh,
In the infamous words of Josh, you could try.
well,
Ah.
I think just the one of you just roll me like a knowledge type check. So what is that? Savvy?
Yeah.
Yeah, savvy. Whoever's got the best
Uh,
savvy, roll it.
I've
That ain't
got
me. I got
-1.
0. I have 0.
I got
Oh,
the
you got
best
better than me.
savvy. I got 3 plus 3.
Oh yeah,
God damn,
Oh,
you're
damn,
savvy
you
as
got
fuck.
22.
he's savvy as fuck.
Oh, that's an old roll.
That's old one.
Just kidding.
I'll say because it makes also sense that you would be in the pilot seat, so
Mm-hmm.
this would make the most sense for you to roll regardless. Also, it's wildly inconvenient for me to have all of the books up, so I can never tell what you roll. So
10.
10. Okay, so it slowly dawns on you that somehow you're gonna have to open the bay doors. There's not like a Star Citizen, clear force field thing that keeps you from getting sucked into space. It's like a big old rusty like hatch thing.
And we'll have to
So
fly our ship through that
you'll have to
when it's open.
first open it, and then I mean you could fly the ship through it without opening it, but that would be
Yeah.
less enjoyable for everyone involved. But yes, then you
Maybe
would.
not that door. Fuck that door.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know who would win. The door or the ship. I mean, everyone loses. That part's clear. But I mean, it is kind of meant to like take impact from small asteroids and things. And it's not like
Okay.
you have like a big old runway to like hit it going.
you just like nudge into it.
Yeah, you'd be going like
Scratch your paint job.
3 knots. That's it. But okay. So one of you is aware that the Thorn has arrived.
Yep. Hayes makes some first contact.
Maybe.
So yeah, Hayes is still laying or leaning against the door, looking out. He's bloody, covered in blood actually, because that one
Some
guy
of it
shot
Actively
it.
his.
bleeding.
Yeah,
Some of it his, some of it not his.
yeah, literally covered in blood. First he sees 8, and then behind him Thorn, and he looks at 8, which he realizes 8 can't see his face, so he can't even give him any like
Death glare.
you know, eye contact, questioning, or anything.
It's just pain and blood in the porthole. Not a good time.
Well, the door is open, right?
Yeah.
Well, there you
Yeah.
go. Not a good time.
Yeah, like-
covered in blood.
Yeah, imagine like there's like a hatch with like a staircase type like plain hatch thing, you know, that like folds down to a staircase, and you're at that staircase.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so standing, looking down at them arriving, Weekly gonna call out and say, "Hey, 8, who's your friend here?" He knows damn well who it is, but
So 8 looks like he's gonna say something, kind of mulling over his words to some extent to like really just explain and apologize and whatever. And right as he about to speak, she just punches him right in the face.
Oh.
He is out cold.
Down the
Um,
stairs, like.
no, they're
well,
not up the
no.
stairs yet.
Hayes is on the stairs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're at the door. You can tell just by body posture that the Thorn did not give a single amount of fucks about knocking him out. Doesn't even know if she killed him there. Like, doesn't give a shit. She just nonchalantly just continues walking and says, I believe that you have Hina.
No.
Is
Well,
slowly like sauntering towards you. You
Kate
know,
and I don't even know that this is
not
happening yet.
not
so.
running, not you know, just as if could not be bothered.
important question, but before this is out of character. What happened to the AI that 8 was carrying?
I was wondering
Uh,
that too. Where's your like thing that he was picking up?
So you kind of see this
Package.
I was gonna say the lifeless body of a potentially dead or knocked out 8, and he is carrying a small satchel on his back, kind of like a sling. You could assume it's in there, but you don't actively
Got it.
see into the bag.
Go gadget bird. No.
I haven't connected with it yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn it.
Also, you don't even know if it's fixed. You
Right.
hope it's fixed, but
And hope you have to say go gadget.
Um,
did I mention that the Thorn is also Claw from Inspector Gadget? Did we
Damn it!
cover
Did she,
that?
have, did, have a big, did she have a big cat? Like
Yes.
the like spiked
Inspector
spiked
Gadget.
bracer. Yeah, love it.
so Hayes is gonna peek at the button to close the door, but instead, what does Hino look like?
Yeah, is Hina standing there or like what did she do? I think that's
Hina
kind
was
But
of
over
interesting.
I
here.
say it kind of loud, so
Oh.
hoping that they hear it behind me.
So two things. Firstly, let's go ahead and have
Fuck.
does Hina have perception stats? Would assume Hina has to have. She
Body
does. She
dex.
does
Yep.
have. She does have stats here. So bear with me 1 second. We're gonna find out if she heard that. Savvy is perception and intuition. So perception to be able to hear it. Um, she's got +4 into savvy,
Jesus.
so she heard that.
Secondly,
So
Should we roll
uh,
too? Adam and I, see if we heard it?
Yeah.
Okay.
and you
Stop
want us to
making me
call out our
roll.
rolls? Since you can't see him,
it,
huh?
yeah, if you could, because I have like two handbooks up on either screen.
4.
Okay, you don't hear shit.
Okay, because I'm busy with the consoles. I'm busy
You got
looking
like
at the ship.
the flight headset
No,
on, you know?
Ryan, yours was 22. Mine was 4. You
Oh shit. Okay,
silly
mine was
goose.
22. All right.
Okay.
His was 22. Mine was
I heard it.
You heard it and everything else within like a 1 mile radius.
a mouse farted, and he's like,
Rat specifically.
"Yeah, my rat farted." He's like, "What the fuck?"
Robot. How do you even do that? You don't know.
Farted out dick blood.
So, yeah.
We're moving on.
So yes, you did hear that. Tick did not hear that.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of turn around and I'm gonna go. She's standing right here. The fuck you talking about?
Okay. How loudly do you say that?
Pretty loud.
It's
Pretty loud.
Mufasa. I mean, he's always-
Okay. So let me check if the Thorn heard that. The Thorn did hear that.
Oh great.
So you can kind of see a smile, more of a smirk, appear on her face, and she like slowly removes her hands from her pockets, of her jacket, and continues to kind of saunter towards you. She does not.
What does Hina do,
Yeah, I think that's a great question.
if anything?
So Hina right now, has finished fixing the ship.
Wait, he knows fixing it or
She
her
installed the
engineer?
board,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. So you kind of see like a deer in the headlights look, as she's not entirely sure what to do. She knows one thing for sure is that she is not going to leave the ship willingly.
yeah,
So you kind of see like a defensive posture, as Hina heads towards the like one of the chairs in the cockpit.
So I'm just gonna kind of glance at Tick, all confused because I have no idea what's going on, and Tick's even worse off because he didn't hear anything.
yeah. I didn't hear it. I'd been
You
like,
you did hear the Hina's right here part. 'Cause you're
yeah,
there, but you have no idea why he yelled it.
yeah. I look over at Mufasa. Like, what's
And then I
up?
look over at Haze, like really confused, like what?
Well, in that case, Hayes is just gonna kind of fall back out of the door against the wall and sweep his hand.
To let the
Fuck.
Thorn in.
Yeah.
Can I ask you
Well,
an out
and
of
like
character
while
question?
holding himself up because he's
Again,
barely standing.
yeah, barely standing.
Yeah, I'm almost dead too. Out of
Yeah.
character question. Is
Yep.
my cockpit chair like a Captain Picard swivel chair, or is it like a stationary outlaw star chair?
So neither.
Fuck.
Be curious actually now about this now.
It's kind of in the center middle of the cockpit, and
Okay.
it slides forwards into place.
But I can't turn it around, so I have
No.
to get up.
No,
and-
slides in.
You would have to
I'm-
like slide
I'm almost,
out.
Yeah, I'm almost
Once
dead.
it's slid all the way out, I'll say it can swivel. It can turn.
Okay, good.
when
So I
it's
don't have to get up because I'm almost dead. I'm gonna I'm gonna push my chair back.
It's
and
like,
I'm
I
gonna
want this
swivel
chair
around.
everywhere.
Yeah. Can I get
It's an
is
office
this
chair.
Wheels?
Extends wheels.
Yeah. I'm gonna push my
Uh,
chair back and swivel around to figure out what the fuck is going on.
okay. It like slides into kind of a like an end piece, I guess, and you're able to like swivel around. You turn towards the door to see, Hayes get out of the way. And you see the unfamiliar face previously described in the last episode of the Thorn kind of walking towards the stairs. Hasn't quite got there yet, but you you don't quite hear, but you see, like reading her lips, as she turns to Haze and says, good answer. Fire truck.
Oh fuck.
You just see her, say, good answer. As he moves out of the way.
So she's entered.
She's climbing the stairs now.
Okay. I mean, I have a hole in my right
Throw a
shoulder.
banana peel. Almost triggered the book.
Falls down the stairs, breaks her neck.
Breaks her neck. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, dude. That's what I'm
Justin,
saying.
Haze, red turtle shell.
Blue.
Blue turtle shell.
Blue.
Nah, it's a green. You only got a green. You gotta aim
Oh
that shit.
shit.
Can't be giving you too easy.
Sharp angle against the wall, so it just like the whole way.
So
I don't have
essentially-
enough health to do anything.
Yeah, I'm essentially
Yeah.
just gonna be frozen because I still have a fucking hole in my shoulder. So I'm just gonna be kind of frozen in place. I'm not moving.
Okay. So, you slowly see Ahina remove a pistol from her coat pocket,
Oh, this
like
is gonna be so
inside
bad.
inside the jacket. She had previously been heading towards the chair, but she's not sitting in it. It seems she's using it as cover. So right now, if you imagine like a room, Hina's behind a chair, kind of on the left-hand side. You are in the middle, in the pilot's chair.
Am I in the
and
line
then
of fire?
You're to the right of the line of fire.
Okay.
And then Tick, you can decide where you want to be in this room.
I guess I assumed I sat on the co-pilot's seat
Okay, so
because
you are
I had helped Mufasa in, and I just assumed I was gonna try and help out with anything. So
you're on the right of the pilot's chair then.
so yeah, bottom right. I got it.
So left hand side is Hina, right hand side is Tick, and Mufasa's right kind of in the middle of the room. So do any of you want to do anything?
So right now the Thorn is in the process of climbing the ladder stairs. The stairs.
Yep.
I'm not doing a
And-
damn thing. I'm staying silent. Whatever you guys want.
Yeah,
to do.
I've just got my arm on the wall and I've got my other hand out. Like, don't hurt me.
Yeah. I don't know what we want to do. I'm not gonna
So
do anything besides maybe I'm gonna hold the laser pistol underneath my suit jacket, but I'm not gonna show it at all for sure.
you're obviously not aiming it or
No. And I guess I'm assuming I'm still up front. I didn't do the back thing Ryan. So I'm kind of I've got it and I'm just looking back.
like a bank robber who hasn't pulled the note yet. You've just got it in a pocket ready to go. So as Hina starts walking up the stairs, everyone
Thorn?
yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. As Thorn is walking up the stairs, Haze sees and y'all can kind of roll a savvy if you want to see it as well. That delicately, again, as if this is meaningless and inconsequential, she just pulls one of the grenades from the bandolier that she's currently wearing and pulls the pin.
Okay, I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna roll a savvy check.
She's still in the stairs or she's on the ship at this point?
She's in the door, essentially.
Fuck, I rolled a 9.
What?
You don't see shit.
Yep. So Hayes is the only one that sees this.
So Hina does see it. And so for those of you who maybe don't entirely know how space grenades would work, they work very similar to other types of grenades that pulling the pin does not cause them to explode.
Mhm.
Right.
They actually have to let go of
Yeah.
the handle. So the space grenades work the same way as that.
Okay.
So and she just
It's an
says,
insurance plan, basically.
yeah. She kind of like holds, the grenade out in front of her.
Yeah.
Everyone in the room does see it now.
Oh.
And she kind of just twirls the pin of the grenade in the other hand and says, you can shoot me if you want to.
Is she
I'm gonna.
how far past me is she now?
So you're at like the bottom of the stairs. And she is now up the stairs in the door. So I would say like
I know.
8 feet.
I know exactly why he's asking. He's about to run and get his fucking AI animal. That's exactly why he's asking.
Well, first off,
Well,
there will be no running, but yes, that
You
is
back
around
away
my
carefully, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of, I'm just gonna go ahead and roll a dex, because as
get
this
that
is going
shit in my.
on, I got a
Oh,
17.
dude, if
I
you
am
get
going to
shot in the
try to
back of the
slowly
head,
walk towards 8.
it's 8.
uh,
You're walking in. Oh, 8. Okay.
Towards
never mind.
8, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
so as far as you're aware, she doesn't notice you move. She's facing into the cockpit. You're outside of it, so she doesn't seem to.
Twirling that pin, trying not to lose that shit. Oh, God.
Whoops!
Butterfingers.
It like falls through a grate. Ah, god damn it! Uh,
Slips on that banana peel.
you guys got like a paper clip or something? We could. So yeah, you're able to kind of break away from this situation and head towards 8.
He's
just
actually
kind
gonna
of
keep walking, and he's just gonna leave.
he just leaves. Uh,
I'm kidding.
Fuck these
I'm kidding.
guys.
He's like, I've never met these dudes in my life. I was just here like cleaning. You like pick up a broom and start like brushing it out the door. Uh, no,
Wait,
so
is the engineer still here too somewhere?
so the engineer was only required for figuring out what needed to be done.
Mhm.
Okay, so the engineer's gone.
Hina had the skill sets to be able
Okay.
to actually fix it.
Okay.
So
So I guess I'm just gonna look at Hina and I'm gonna say, "Don't you dare pull that fucking trigger. Do not pull that trigger."
so let's I'm gonna roll for it. Gonna roll for it.
Oh no.
He's rolling a 2-sided die.
I
no?
got one right here.
Oh,
Got
God,
one
fuck
right here.
you. No,
50-50 shot. Okay. You see kind of like the muscles clench in Hina's hand, pointed at Thorn, and at the last possible second, she kind of lifts her
Thank
hand.
God. Okay.
And you can tell that satisfies the Thorn.
Okay.
She does not put the pin back in the grenade. She just kind of does like a head nod for Hina to like come with her.
So as Hayes sees that as he's walking towards 8, he's gonna activate his magnetic boots and put his breathing mask on.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You don't need to roll for any of that, so you're good. But I'm
but I
assuming
do
you're like
wanna
walking backwards, like watching that
walking, shuffling,
laterally.
limping, moving, yeah. But whenever he gets to 8, I do want to check his pulse and see if I can kind of slap shake him awake.
So you kind of give him a slap, and
Time
he
to go to school, bud.
He
Wake
does
up.
come back. Does wake up a little bit. He's obviously delirious.
He's got a
Like
concussion.
kind of confused. He did get punched in the face and then just face plant into like a metal floor.
Metal, yeah.
So
Uh,
he's got
poor
some
guy.
what is that, like CTE or whatever, like
Yep.
like the NFL players. So
He's like, I'm
um,
never helping these motherfuckers ever again.
He
yeah.
betrayed us. I don't give a fuck.
So, but he is awake. He's just kind of like delirious. He doesn't.
We can,
He wouldn't know what year it was if you asked him.
we can go back to the
Does anyone know what
ship.
year it is if we asked them?
We can make one up. It's fine. 6.
Okay,
Um,
so back in the ship, I'm gonna be like, wait. Can we talk about this?
and the Thorn says, "There's no reason to talk.
What
We've got
what
everything. We've got everything handled."
what do you want Hina for?
See, Hina helped with the drug trade, and I'm here to clean that up. So you're just gonna
Wait,
let me have Hina.
wait.
We help too.
We
We
took
help
care.
too.
We
I
took
was
care
just
of
gonna
it for
tell. I
you.
was gonna say we all need to be like, we help too.
We took care of it for you. Monotone
Yeah.
is dead. The parliament is gone.
We turned off the VR, everything, and we killed Monotone. I
For
think
the
all of us like need to be like, what do you mean? You're like,
Yeah.
what? We all did that already.
for the first time since you've kind of seen her, she looks unsure about the situation. What do you mean monotone dead?
I mean, we killed him.
I show her rat with his like
Yeah.
bloody mouth.
he
And
just
Mr.
kept
Mint.
Testicle still hanging
Yeah,
out of his
one-
tooth.
yeah. Just keeping it as like a trophy.
We play fetch. It's this ball.
It's like
Yeah.
when they put the dangling balls on the back of a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, truck nuts. Your
Rat's
AI
got one now.
your AI robot has truck nuts now.
Truck nut. Just
Truck
one.
Yeah,
nut.
he only,
I'll do
he
one.
only has one. We'll get another one later. Just wait.
So yeah, she says, so you killed Monotone.
We killed Monotone. He's
Mhm.
dead.
You
Not
got
before he blew a hole in my shoulder, but he's dead.
He does kind of like look around, sees the like sheer quantity of blood. She didn't seem phased by it at first, but now is beginning to ponder like, huh, maybe they did do something. And says, so you got past all of his guards. There's a whole gang. And did Roy come for you yet?
No. This literally just happened. It just happened. We got in, there was a guy with a pamphlet. It's a long story. And then we crawled through some tunnels. And then as we were trying to get out of there, he confronted us and we killed him.
Yeah, we'll probably I'll probably need to check that. We'll review the security footage.
About that.
In the meantime, there's a small issue with that. I deleted all the security footage.
But why?
Well, so the funny story. The thing is, we needed a part for the Chevy Nova, this beautiful ship that you see before you.
Mhm.
So we attempted to sneak in without bloodshed and steal that. So I shut off all the cameras and deleted the footage so that Monotone wouldn't come after us.
Okay. Interesting. So it sounds like you've done me a bit of a favor, but also committed murder.
Self-defense. It was
He
self-defense.
did pull the pistol on us
He
first.
fired the first shot.
After we had already killed like 4 of his people, but I'm not in there. I don't even hear
Yeah,
that.
you're not in there.
She
Yeah,
doesn't
you're
know
not
that.
in there. You're not in there.
You can kind of see the gears turning on like what should be done here. She suddenly makes like a sudden movement to like throw the grenade. but like holds it at the last second. She says, "Oh no, you're good. You're good." Hina dropped the gun. So Hina does kind of like set the gun down, and they both start leaving the ship.
Wait, Hina's going with?
Yes. Um,
Excuse me, Miss Thorn.
she turns around. Yes.
Is there any way, since we killed Monotone, Hina could stay with us?
No, no, that's absolutely not happening.
Well, Hina, tried my best. It's been real. Thank you
What
for
are you
everything.
gonna do with Hina?
So good question. Good question. We may have to rebuild RM80, and it might have be good to have someone on the inside, or I might just shoot her.
Doesn't
To
seem
kind of
like
like
your MO. It sounds like
be like
grenade, but
just
whatever.
ushers like towards the door, like I'm waiting, for Hina to leave.
Is Hina doing anything or just going?
She is moving begrudgingly, like slowly. Doesn't seem to be too enthusiastic about the whole situation, but is actively moving.
I look at Hina and I'm like, hey, it's a bet. Are you guys siblings?
They're not. They're not.
Okay, I was, was waiting for them to be sisters. Just throwing that out there.
I was thinking that too earlier.
Like the whole time, I'm like, are they sisters? Sorry. Anyway,
So, um, so yeah. Unless y'all do anything, they will leave the ship willingly.
I don't have anything I can do. What do I do? I
yeah,
can't do
I
anything.
don't know what we're gonna do.
I mean, I guess the question also would be, even if you could do something,
It would
Would
fail.
you?
would
It
you
would
want
fail.
to?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, your rolling has been particularly interesting
I
today.
mean,
We're up against the fucking Thorn, and
I mean,
Haze
she
and I are
helped us a
almost
lot.
dead.
She got us the thing going and clearly filled our ship because it started running. So, like, we got what we needed, but damn, she gave us a lot.
The game
Are
is
they?
death in space.
Yeah,
It is
I'm gonna,
cutthroat.
I'm gonna wait till they're off the ship, and then I'm gonna have a private conversation with Tick. That's what I'm gonna do.
They continue down the stairs. Um,
So since I didn't hear any of that, I look up and
Shit your
Are you
pants.
holding your bird?
no, I'm still leaned over 8, but I look over and I see them coming. Is Hina coming back?
Wildly unlikely. You do see that she does reset the pin.
Okay.
She's still holding the grenade, like actively in her hands, not back on the bandolier, but but it is no longer primed.
Okay.
Well,
Are
ma'am,
the,
I don't mean to
The grenade clip.
further the situation here.
Grenade
However,
magazine.
we had a slight agreement with Hina about getting some fuel so that we could leave this shithole. Do you
don't
by
say shit
chance
all.
care to help us honor that?
So, Hina looks disheveled about the and kind of like begrudgingly says, "I filled it already."
Ooh. All right. Okay. Are they out of earshot of me and Tick?
If you actively yell, they can still hear you.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna look at Tick and very softly say, "Can you have Rat follow them to find out where they go?"
As long as we don't take off without Rat,
Oh, well, we will not leave without Rat.
then send Mr. Mittens with him.
Deal.
Both
But
of them. Both
Mr.
of them.
Mittens, Miss-
SEAL Team 6. The two of them
Mr.
will fucking
Mr.
know
Mittens,
everything.
Mr. Mittens is a little bit bigger than Rat, so I'll have him follow at a distance. But yes, I will have
Okay.
them go with.
Okay.
So you've got
Let's send both
Rat
of them.
following them,
And
and
Mr.
then
Mittens
Mr. Mittens
following
following
Rat.
Rat.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
And
That's
I just
fair.
say, Mr. Mittens, go watch Rat's back.
So,
What'd he say?
would Savvy be? All right, I'll just let you tell me if I got to roll. But so the Thorn, I'm sure you can appreciate this. However, we had a deal where if she gave us fuel, then we would help her leave, and if you take her, we're not able to complete our side of this deal.
And she wanted to leave to avoid me.
Oh no, she
So
just this place had gotten dangerous with, the criminals, and she was just trying to get away from that life,
he does not look like she believes you. Uh, you and I are talking about this Hina, the same Hina, the person working with both gangs on the
Well,
drugs.
I'm pretty
That's
sure
who's getting out of the lifestyle.
I don't know any other Hinas, so I'm gonna assume that this is the one, yes.
Let's be a smart ass to Thorn. This is a good idea. All right. You have
But
one health. Keep going.
yeah, he's like bleeding out of his mask. But
Every word you get like 0.1 HP down. You're just like bleeding out.
is there some sort of deal we could make to where you let her leave with us?
You could, if I decide to bring her to prison, I could bring y'all with.
Thanks for the fuel, Hina. Good
She
luck.
looks very unhappy about the conversation that just happened. But the Thorn, is heading towards the door. As she's walking by, she kind of resets the grenade back into the bandolier, and then punches 8 just because. He is now out
What the
cold
fuck?
a second time. And
So you get permanent damage, multiple
He's-
concussions. Jeez.
back to back.
8 is the
Uh,
Krillin of death in space.
Is she racist against our kind? No.
I'm gonna roll a dex to try to catch 8 from the back, so his head at least doesn't smack the ground again.
Okay.
I got a 7.
I was
Okay.
waiting for a 1.
Yeah.
You
I
managed to
punch
get
him.
you managed to get your arms like under him, which works as kind of like a fulcrum point, and he just back of the head against the ground, doesn't do anything. Like, if anything, you just bruised your arms. That was it.
Oh god, I have less than 1 health now.
You have half a health. While this is going on, I'm gonna slowly get up from my chair, and I'm going to walk over to Hina's pistol, and I'm gonna pick that shit up.
Yep.
What kind of pistol?
So it is just it is a like non-laser pistol.
Okay,
Um,
like a 9 mil.
yes. Is that the
It-
ammo I gave you earlier? Because if
Yep.
so, that is
Yep.
the kind of gun it is.
Awesome. That's why I was
Because
asking.
I don't have my note.
How many bullets are in the clip?
hate
There
you.
is. There's 3.
Okay.
I'm just saying, it says in the rule book that it's a clip.
They're wrong.
And damage is what? And condition is what?
I will gladly buy version 2 book that says magazine.
The condition is 3, and I think it's a 1d6, but I'll have to look up
Okay. I'll just put that for now.
the guns again. I didn't have that handy. Weapons, pistols, and revolvers are 1d6.
Okay.
And it is a maximum of 5 rounds in the clip or magazine.
I'm gonna reload it up to 5 then. All right. All right. So they exit the hangar.
They do indeed.
Okay.
You can see like as the door is sliding closed, like Rat and Mr. Mittens like sneak through at the last moment.
Just wait for Hayes to be like, "Where are Rhett and Mr. Mittens going?"
It just yells that very loudly.
No, he didn't even notice because he's just staring at 8, just in utter shock.
Like, I'm so sorry, dude. I tried to help Trust
I'm
Fall and it didn't work.
His very, very tall, lifeless body is just hanging out there.
I'm gonna.
Hayes is gonna yell out to them, "I need some help out here."
All right. I'm gonna limp my way out then.
I'm gonna stick my foot out and trip. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Obviously, I'm gonna like come over to Mufasa and like help him.
And then I'm gonna, as we exit the ship, I'm gonna look at Hayes and be like, "He fucking betrayed us. What are you helping him for?"
We don't know that he betrayed.
Okay, I stop like helping Mufasa. I'm like, what do you mean he betrayed us?
We don't know the story here, and
Yeah.
the Thorn just punched him in the face twice for no
Good.
reason.
Good.
Don't
Good
make
news
me
though.
stick my finger in your bullet wound,
I
sir.
say, all right, then we're even.
Good news though. Let's get 8 on this ship and get out of here because Hina filled it with fuel, and we can just dip.
I'm gonna
About that.
I'm gonna look at Tick and I'm gonna be like, I don't feel right leaving Hina. We sent Mr. Mittens and Rat to follow them to see where they go, and I think we should try and break her out.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm shocked. Mufasa.
Hina's not
Really?
Yeah.
human. Hina's not human.
Still,
I
I'm
think
just kind of surprised. Really? Like, I'm a little shocked.
Also, they're not gonna let us leave. We don't have enough money to pay for the ship yet.
how much money you guys got?
I have 210 hollows.
What do you have?
I have 109. I mean, we don't have the 500. Either way, we're not leaving without Rat and Mr. Mittens, but we could easily call them back at this point.
All right. Well, speaking of, I'm gonna look at 8 one more time, and then I'm gonna grab the satchel and pull it off of him and look inside.
Little difficult, because it's a sling, so like you're just like shaking his lifeless corpse.
Just saw the arms off. It's a lot easier.
Yeah. Just not off. You got knives, but who needs them?
By the way, what
Yeah,
happened in there?
Uh, Thorn just took Hina and for working with both of the gangs, and said she might keep her alive to rebuild, or she might just shoot her in the head.
If she wanted to shoot her in the head, she would have done it in our ship. She's posturing, is my guess.
Okay. Sorry, I interrupted. The satchel.
the satchel does indeed have your AI in it. It looks to be in much better shape. It was not just like a loose bag of parts currently. But
What was it again?
The head. I thought it was
was
a bird of some
it
sort.
was a bird. Yeah.
What kind of bird? Like, I'm on the edge of my seat wanting to know.
It's a robot bird, so it's a little hard to like ascertain what
Aren't
exact
they
type
all
of
though,
bird.
Josh?
Are we
If you were
talking about
gonna,
the size of a parrot or a parakeet?
yeah.
Robots and drones are slightly different. So so I would say that it's like somewhere in between. It's a little bit like smaller than like a crow.
So, like a raven.
Ravens are bigger than crows.
Ravens are
Raven.
bigger.
Can I
Ravens
just
are
say
bigger.
crow
They're in the
size?
same family anyway.
Yeah, you could say it's crow
A
size.
vulture.
Vultures are also bigger
Even
than crows.
bigger.
An
All right.
An
emu.
albatross.
An emu.
What
they don't have.
are its stats?
That is a super good question that I don't know the answer to.
Should just be the
right
same
at
as
this
the
moment.
AI guard animals as ours.
Damage
Yeah,
resistant 13. Damage resistant 13. 1 health. 1d6 damage.
Whoa.
thank you for actually knowing the answer to that.
Yeah, I had it pulled up too. I was about to say it, but
I'm gonna need that again, but give me 1 second. Sorry.
I'll copy and paste it to you, Justin.
13 defense, 1 damage, or 1 health, I should say.
Yeah. 1 health and 1d6 damage. Although, Rat and Mr. Mittens are bite. Would his be peck?
Maybe claw or peck, I guess, but still probably
Yeah.
a 1d6. I guess depends on whatever
Yeah, I would
13
go
health,
whatever
claw.
1d6.
flavor you want to do. Yeah.
13 damage resistant. 1 health. 1d6.
Oh, 1 health?
1 health. 1d6. We're going to have to upgrade our AR guard robots at some point if we live that long and have money.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm gonna try to turn it on. Whatever the
Um,
fuck you do with them.
so yeah, I'll say that that there's
On
like
switch.
it's just like a little toggle button. Yeah, you are able to turn
Tongue.
it on. You hear like the Windows XP like boot. Doo-doo-doo-doo, as it
Better than like a modem like booting up and like yeah.
that's what I imagine Mufasa hears when he connects in with the
Yeah.
computers. It's
Like
just
old
like a
school modem syncing together.
56K modem. Yeah. But yeah, it does boot up. It does it does kind of retain its more bird-like shape when it's on, as opposed to kind of like an amalgamous robot parts, you know. But yeah,
Does
it
it
does
fly
seem.
or does it have like little jetpacks or what it's?
Anti-grav things.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
fair.
it does have like little propulsion type engines, like in not exactly the wings itself, but like in the chest.
Crook.
Yes. Um,
last
and
question. I assume this is not quiet.
it is not quiet, but it's probably not. It's not like a jet engine or something. It just makes like a low hum when it's flying.
Could you do
Like
the
a
hum?
drone, right?
It's like
So,
I don't know how to whistle, so
you
we're
do
not
the
done.
like vibrating whistle.
We're not done with this. Haze, what are you naming your bird?
Um, well, um, he just sends over 12 hollows.
Okay, so it's not Leif. Okay. Yeah, I get 12 hollows.
And I have 0.
After that 12, you're down to 0?
Yes.
Oh, that's your own fucking fault. You could have named it Leif. All right. So I'm gonna say, here's what I think we should do. I think I should go take a fucking nap and try and regain some health, and we wait for Rat and Mr. Mittens to get back and come up with our next move.
What's the bird's name? Senior Mittens.
I need some time to think about
That's fair.
what I'm gonna name
Yeah.
it. Do I have to do anything to connect it, or does it see me and just say "Dad"?
It's at the registration screen where you have to put in the name, so you can't do
Yeah.
anything
You're-
going forward. You're like,
you're-
fuck.
You're setting a username and password.
Yeah, like fuck.
Do not forget that password.
By the way, I'm pretty sure it saw you and said "daddy," not "dad." So there's that.
All caps too.
Yep.
I'm gonna call it for a throwback. I'm gonna call it Jinx.
There you go. Nice. So we have Jinx, Mr. Mittens, and Rat.
Mhm. We all know who has the best name.
Mr. Mittens. All right, I'm gonna turn around and proceed to walk. I'm gonna proceed to walk back to the ship, and I'm gonna sit down in my cockpit chair, and I'm gonna try and pass the fuck out.
Tick, will you help me get 8 in the ship? I'm not gonna be much help though, so you're
Mhm.
probably gonna have to do a lot of it.
I'm
Sorry.
probably gonna get in between the two of them, like try and hold up 8, and then try and hold up Haze, and try and get him up.
God, how strong are you?
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to focus completely
It's
on
fine.
the
It's a dead
unconscious 8.
body.
He's not
So-
walking.
So I would just say you're probably strong enough to just like fireman carry 8.
All right.
Yeah, that's like carpenter.
And I'll
fine,
just
but-
hobble. I've taken the
Yeah.
breathing mask off, by the way, and magnetic boots.
Haze
I'm
is
down those.
obviously in pain, but it's more like shoulder pain and emotional pain. No. He's perfectly fine walking like solo. So
Mhm.
yeah. You are able to kind of put 8 into
The chair
Uh,
Hina was probably gonna be in, I guess, or was hiding
Well-
behind. I guess was where I was gonna put him.
so in the kind of near the back, you have a little storage area that has 4 hammocks. They're kind of like full mesh, like it covers all of you
Okay.
in low grav, like so you don't float away.
Are they they're the hover hammocks? Is what they are.
Mhm.
Okay,
they're-
I have a
they're-
portable hover hammock, so I wasn't sure if I need to use it. I was going to
They're-
use that for him, but
Yeah, they're similar to that, except for these are like physically mounted,
oh, okay.
as opposed to the like hover version, the portable version.
Portable version. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
But yeah,
Well,
you
yeah,
have
get 8 to
4
one
of
of
them.
those.
You kind of like put them in, strap them down essentially. You also find in the bag, let's see, actually roll me d20.
Who?
You
Hey,
were
Haze.
checking the bag.
You've got the sling bag.
Oh, it would help if I'm in our channel. I got a 1.
Okay. So you find a single-use restore injection. It is a single-time use synthetic incomplete registration that creates essentially it repairs necrotic tissue, meaning that it restores all lost hit points. It's exactly one use.
What page is that in?
That is on page 108.
Thank you.
And then ignore the part that it says that you should have you when you use any addictive substances, which this is, if you roll a nat 1, bad things happen.
When you use it, okay.
So just as a heads up, any addictive. So had you used like any of the like VR drugs, like the Hala, then you would have had to roll on one of these tables.
Okay.
So just be aware.
So
Alright.
I don't have my laser disc anymore. I'm just gonna delete that because but I do have a pamphlet.
In its
Uh,
place.
the pamphlet does, if you remember, have a
Oh yeah,
bullet
it got
hole
shot. I don't
through
have a
it,
pamphlet
and
either.
you
I
could
got
have
nothing
kept
out of
the
that deal.
half that it wasn't burnt, but
Nope.
if I remember correctly, it dropped on the floor. But you could have picked it up, I guess. But so yeah, so you didn't really tell the AI animals to come back. Kind of just told them to follow them.
Oh, shit.
They
Um,
know.
I
They
guess I
know to
just
come back.
assumed.
yeah, like
Rat
I
knows.
guess we'll retcon a little bit. Like, what's the trigger for them to come back? Is it an hour?
Well, it was find
Eight?
no, it was find out where they went and then
Okay,
come
so
back and let us know.
if they end up somewhere,
Yeah,
then
they come
okay,
back.
cool, that works. So you're gonna just kind of like hang out
I'm
for
gonna try and sleep and recover some hit points. That's what I'm gonna try and
I'm gonna
do.
keep hitting the chair button for Mufasa to
Ye-
like move back and forth.
So you're gonna rock me like a newborn. That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say that you really can't sleep in that chair. It's wildly uncomfortable.
Okay, then
You
Go
would
sit in
need
one of the
I'm
to
going
fucking
to the
kind
hammock.
hammocks.
Then I'm going to the hammock.
I keep hitting that
of
until he goes to one of the hammocks.
uh,
He's like, fine, I'll go lay down.
um, yeah, space chairs, although very cool looking, not great for sleeping.
Not good for the lower lumbar either. Like, let's be honest.
Which is good because if you're flying the spaceship, you really don't want to be like
Yeah,
napping on
right.
accident, right?
Can I hit the
Um,
massage feature?
so, um, so yeah, you head to one of the hover hammocks and are pretty out pretty quick.
Okay.
So you're Nick just gonna kind of like watch, wait for the animals to come back.
I'm just gonna like, stare at Mufasa the entire time while he sleeps.
Yeah, where can I sleep as well?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go to another hammock. Ideally, the one above Mufasa.
What if I call top bunk? You don't know that.
Well, you're already in the bottom bunk, bitch.
Okay, fair. Bitch.
At least one bottom
I don't
bunk
think either of
has
you
a.
could get into a top bunk with your fucking health. You'd be like, oh, and
No.
you just fall and like like die.
That's a good point.
One of you has to be like in the top bunk because the other
No.
bottom
Eight's
bunk
in,
has 8
yeah.
in it.
Well, I fell into the bottom bunk. Sorry.
I'd be more than happy to throw out my hover hammock for Haze.
We have to decide now which one of you is the top and which one of you is the bottom. We need to know this now. So
Hey, Tick, will you help me up into this bunk?
Be more than happy to help you, so you can be
Okay.
top.
Thanks,
So yeah,
buddy.
you are able to get into a hover hammock, and you also are promptly out. I'm gonna have to look up how
I
healing works because I don't
push his
remember.
hammock back and forth and kind of lull him to sleep for just like a like 30 seconds,
You ever
like a good friend would. I mean, it just
you ever went on like a really long hike or something where you're just like exhausted afterwards, and then when you get home and you hit the bed, like you don't
You're
even remember like hitting it. You're
yes.
just like out. That's
Mm.
that's very similar to this.
All right.
Is like you barely remember hitting the hammock, let alone um, trying to fall asleep.
Sheer
So
will got them there.
resting a full night restores 1d8 plus body. Resting at a safe haven restores all hit points. So it's more, do we describe our base as our ship as a safe haven or
I
not?
mean, the Thorn literally just walked the fuck on with no problem. So
Well, the
So
doors were
yes,
open.
it's a safe haven.
What page is that?
It's on the cheat sheet,
Oh, nice.
which
Okay.
I think
I just
might.
scrolled to combat.
I mean, we could shut the doors and like, who the
Yeah, the
fuck
very
would know to
back page of
come
the
here?
physical, Josh.
Hmm.
Like on the back
There's a
cover
rubble
has the
pile in
cheat
front of
sheet.
this door up until just like an hour, a handful of hours ago. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like it's a pretty safe haven.
I'll say that this is currently a safe haven.
Okay.
The
All right.
Thorn does not seem to be interested in you currently.
Honestly, shocked that he managed to get here. 8 had to have just spilled the beans hardcore. Like, to like, oh yeah, I'm going to see like my buddies and Hina and all these be like, oh, you're going to see Hina. Like
Well, we can ask him when we all
yeah,
wake
when he
up.
wakes the fuck up, yeah.
Okay. So you rest. We'll just say, well, while you're resting, I should say, while you're resting, about an hour later, the AI animals return.
Okay.
You're able to communicate, Tick, with it, because I'm assuming you're keeping watch, or are you also napping?
Yeah, I'm the only one not napping. I'm hanging out, yeah.
And it seems as if they ended up in the Surasuro.
Hmm.
They went back to Hina's office, kind of in the back area. And then once they were pretty sure that's where they ended up, like they didn't walk in and immediately leave. They kind of like hung out there for a minute, and then when it seemed that they weren't leaving the office, then they came back to return and
Am I
reveal what they
able
found.
to ask Rat like maybe like some yes or no questions
Yeah, I
to an
think
extent?
that's fine.
Okay.
And I'll say just because I think this would be cool. The reason that you are able to know where they ended up is because it can keep like 1 or 2 pictures that it's able to like
Nice.
transmit to you.
Cool.
You
Can
know,
we say it's like the Star Wars holographic? It's like the Suro,
R2.
like
yeah,
something.
yeah,
It's the
absolutely.
R2, like 2 hologram pictures. That's what they get.
It looks really shitty, but like you can tell what it
You're like,
is.
oh, I was there. Okay, sure.
Yeah, so it's like displaying in like a hollow projector, like the Suro in grainy detail. But
Okay.
and if it needs more than like 1 or 2 pictures, it's got to overwrite. So you, it
Yeah.
can't transmit sound or video, but pictures, and it's in relatively okay detail. Like you can tell shapes and people and things like that, but it's not like 8K resolution or whatever.
Mhm.
I will say that that Mufasa can see a higher definition version of that picture by connecting to it with cabling and like spend some additional time communicating with the robotic parts of it.
So it's like a VGA camera from our old flip phones.
There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah, absolutely. um it's literally the camera portion they just ripped directly out of a Motorola Razr. uh it's not like that, it is that.
It
It is
It
a
is
is
Motorola
that.
Razr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So since Hina said she filled it, is it safe to say we have 6 out of 6 fuel?
Yeah, you have full fuel.
Are you keeping track of all that?
Yes, he
Okay,
is.
good, because I'm not.
I know.
I know.
And I will say, although it was never mentioned here, that you did turn the ship off when
Oh,
you
okay.
went to
Fair
bed.
enough. Yes. Okay.
Um, we'll just assume that happened, so you're not actively burning any like fuel or
Okay.
whatever.
Gonna die of carbon monoxide.
Oh yeah, you've just been running the ship in this closed cargo space.
Yeah.
Not the
Um,
death in space I was expecting, but
you know?
okay, so we
In with the shout,
Well-
out with a whisper sort of thing.
If we're sleeping a full night, how many hours are we saying that is?
So here's my question. It's been, the amount of time. What did I say? Like it's been
3
about
hours.
an hour. When the animals came back.
Oh yeah, so it's been 4 hours.
Do you wake them up?
Oh yeah, tick.
Do
With that
I?
information? Correct.
Well,
they
I
don't
want
know-
to. I want to ask them a couple questions before I go. And
Before
I
you
guess
decide.
so. So both of them show up. Like, sweet. They show me the pictures. I'm like, okay, they're at the 0-0. I want to ask Rat. Was Hina harmed at all on the way there? So should be a yes or no question. I'm trying to like do them yes or no questions to make it like easy.
You get a yes.
She was harmed.
Was harmed, indeed.
Interesting. Is Hina still alive when you guys left?
Yeah. Yes.
Well,
Is
I'm just gonna
he-
say don't wake us up because I need the health.
Yeah,
I need to
yeah,
sleep.
for sure. Like, I almost kind of want to wait for you guys to wake up in your own accord. So Hina's at the 0-0, right? That's where you guys left.
Yep.
Did it seem like she was being held there by
Yeah.
Thorn?
Yes. I think it's clear to say that
I'm
she
just trying to
wasn't
guess.
Hina wasn't there by choice.
Yeah.
So yes, that
I have some questions too, but I'm sleeping. Oh wait, till I
and I will say a full night is 8 hours,
wake up. Okay.
And
by the way.
did you see anyone else while you were there?
Yes.
Okay.
Roll me a Dappy, we'll say.
Me?
Yep. I don't know that this really qualifies as savvy, but
16.
you do remember that the bar was closed when you came back.
Yeah.
So it seems unlikely
It's just patrons.
that
I don't
that
think
it
there
that it
anyone
would be.
Patrons wouldn't still be there if she's like hauling in Hina like against her
Yeah.
will. Like
So
they
there's
wouldn't stick
other-
around.
So
Like,
there's other guards.
that's what I'm essentially trying to think of. Were there others there to help her if we were trying to get back?
And they don't appear within the picture is a distinction as well.
Mm-hmm.
So they're either outside of that area or inside the office or some
So that's
third
actually
option.
a good question. So Rat displayed me a picture of the 0-0, and you said there's a second picture. Was the second picture any different? Or is
So
just like a confirmation?
it can hold two pictures. It only has the one.
Okay.
It only took the one picture.
I look at Rat, and does Mr. Mittens have any different pictures?
No.
Okay, no.
You see a picture of Rat standing outside of the
It's like a
Cerro.
selfie, like both
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah. I mean, it
I-
technically is following the direction. It was watching Rat, you know?
I look at Mr. Mittens, and I'm like, go to Mufasa. Like, if you can wake him up, good luck. Like, I don't know.
It does the cat thing where it decides that it's gonna just lay on your face.
Because I don't want to have anything to do with it. It's going to stick with me, of course. Get the fuck away. Go. Go to Mufasa.
Or it like lays right behind your knees so you can't roll over the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Y'all are too
Definitely.
nice. I would just move the cat.
Yeah.
No, I grab Rat and just kind of like pet him and like, thanks for doing what you did there. And put him back in my jacket.
It just
Pet metal.
displays
Yeah.
just displays like a smile emoji.
There.
It
There's an
is
LCD screen like across his face.
no, it's like built into the back of its head is just like an actual Tamagotchi.
Yeah, a little
You get like
LCD panel.
yeah, it's got like a little like Tamagotchi emotion. You got to remember to feed it and stuff.
I was just gonna say I want to push it and push cheese to like feed it cheese,
Yeah. So,
virtual cheese.
but it's one of the old Tamagotchis, not the one that added like step counters later.
Cat has
It
one
ain't,
of those. It's weird.
it ain't that fancy.
I kept it alive for months.
Yeah, I find them interesting, but
Anyway,
nah. Okay, so I think it was concluded that you do not wake them up.
I sent Mr. Mittens in to go wake Mufasa up if it can.
Alright.
Because I know how fucked up they were. And I'm just gonna like let them wake up if they need to. But we're gonna like shut the airlock doors and we're still gonna kind of like stand watch a little bit.
So I will say that the 8 hours do pass,
Okay.
and you are back to full health.
Thank fucking God. Okay.
Nothing happens within the 8 hours of interest. So
So 8 hours passed.
Did 8
And-
wake up during those 8 hours?
he did also wake up.
Is he breathing?
We're just gonna play like I don't know, fucking war. I'm like the whole time waiting for him.
Choked on his own vomit in his sleep, died. Now he
Okay,
is.
so real quick, we went to sleep. The animals came back after an hour, so 4 hours had passed since then. I'm assuming we were sleeping for the hour that the animals were gone, so 7 hours passed. So we're at 11 hours on this ship or space station total.
Okay. All right.
Space math, sure.
Yeah, that works.
Just trying to keep somewhat of an idea of
Right.
time and
All
calendar.
this episode 6, 11 hours have passed. What's this, Dragon Ball Z?
Right.
Y'all are currently on Snake Road.
We
And
changed.
you will be for the next 7 episodes.
We
Yeah.
managed to change one light bulb in that amount of time. All right, I'm just gonna roll out of bed.
And that light bulb doesn't even work. Okay.
Yeah, Haze slowly gets up as well.
So you do feel better, like you're sore, but you're back to full health.
Just have a hole in him, or it's just like
It repairs.
cauterized hole.
Yeah.
Nano tubes
Yep.
filling it up.
It repairs.
Yeah. That's a good question. I would say that there's like some like biogel that filled the wound. It doesn't feel good, but you're not hurt either
No.
yet.
Hell yeah, biogel.
And
It's like
Wyatt,
fix a flat. You shoot
Yeah.
it in there.
yeah.
Expanding foam.
It did green slime. But yeah, okay. So
Right,
everyone
doesn't seem
everyone is
amused.
awake.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up, and I'm gonna be like, "We're gonna get to Hina, but first things first. 8, I want some answers."
We're still playing war. We're like, what the fuck? Like,
That look
stop
he
with the
gave-
cards. Like,
Yeah. That look that he gave Hayes earlier of kind of regret, very sheepish look. He gives you, and he says, "Okay, bring on the questions."
How did the Thorn find our fucking ship?
The Thorn, captured me on my way back and forced me to tell.
You're full of shit. Why would the Thorn just assume that you knew?
Must have had some information inside. I don't know why she was looking for me.
I'm gonna slowly just draw out the pistol and hold it at my side.
So, just to clarify here, everyone saw him helping carry us back to our ship. So if the Thorn asked literally anybody here, it would have been easy for information to have gotten out.
I'm just
saying.
I'm gonna lean down and I'm gonna get real close to 8, and I'm gonna say, "Are you working for the Thorn?"
No.
She punched him in the face twice, very hard. So
That's what I'd do if I had a spy on the inside.
I come up behind Mufasa with my laser pistol and I put it in his back and I'm like, is it worth it? I don't think it was 8. And really, really push it into your back.
Do you really want to do this right now, Dick?
I push it in a little bit harder. Yeah, I do.
Mr. Mittens turns around and stares at you in the face.
We've been playing war, like points at the cards for like 4 hours where you've been sleeping. I've asked him all this stuff. He's not working for the Thorn.
And I don't fucking trust him. Haze, what are your thoughts?
I do trust him, and I don't think that it's doing us any good right now. So we need to figure out what we want to do. Are we getting off this place, this hellhole, or do you honestly want to try to help her?
I pulled the gun away and I think we should help her. This is not the way. Like, put the gun away.
I'm gonna really quick before we move on. I'm just gonna look at Tick and I'm gonna say, if you ever point a gun at me, you better pull the fucking trigger.
I look at him really like in the eyes and I'm like, noted.
Noted. Tensions are high. I think we got.
Like, the fuck is going on here? I get up from my nap and this is what I get.
He's been up for a bit. That's fine.
my unplanned nap. Okay, one, we don't have the money to get off this place anyways. Where are we gonna get the money? I have an idea, and just stay with me. This is gonna sound crazy. I would and I'm just gonna look at 8 and I'm gonna say, give us a minute.
8 heads to like the cockpit area, which again, if you're not yelling, then
Okay.
it's fine. If you just keep normal conversation,
Right.
should be far enough.
Okay. So I'm gonna kinda group the 3 of us in together. I'm gonna say, you wanna cause some more chaos?
Yes.
Haze?
What do you have in mind exactly?
What is the name of the other gang and their leader again?
The Pathel and a
The
Yeah,
I was gonna say Roy.
Roy.
And Pat.
Roy
Yeah.
and the Pastels. Okay. Roy and the Pastels at this point have to know that their time is limited. I say we start a fucking war.
Who are they warring against?
Huh?
Thorn?
The
Who are they
Thorn.
warring? Hmm.
What if we instead go talk to the Thorn and ask if there's anything that we can do to take care of the Passels that will let her feel comfortable giving us Hina to leave?
Or I say we just fucking kill him like we
Haze.
did with Monotone.
Haze,
You guys cool with getting to 1 HP again?
I'm never talking to Thorn again. Thorn very clearly wants Hina, wants this. We have no leeway with Thorn.
So
What if we start a war? In the chaos, we grab Hina and we get the fuck out of here.
Did you talk to Mr. Mittens? What did Mr. Mittens have
Oh, that's
anything
true.
extra?
That's true.
I kind of want to like fill him in real quick about like what Rat told me.
Let's just say Tick
And I'll be
filled us
like,
in.
does Mr. Mittens have any extra information that Rat might not have?
I'll look at Mr. Mittens. You got anything else for us?
So you are informed, by connect. I'm assuming you're connecting to Mr. Mittens
Yeah.
to actually like communicate a little bit.
That
better.
might be better.
I'll
Like
hook in.
instead of me telling you, just
I'll
fucking
hook
jack in.
And You're informed. The only thing different that you're also shown the picture of Rat because you hadn't seen that previously. But it also informs you that there was at least 2 guards at the entrance to the Surasuro.
Yep. Okay.
It-
So I will relay that to everybody else, and I'll say, "Good job, buddy. Good job." And then I'll relay that information to everybody else. Here's the deal: we go to Roy, we spark a war, we let him know where Thorn is, where the guards are. We cause chaos. We get Hino. We pay our debt. We get the fuck out of here.
How are we sparking the war?
We tell
We gotta
Roy
we
where
gotta tell him
Thorn is.
we gotta tell him Monotone's gone.
Yeah,
And
I
I
know.
feel like
We took
who would Roy be the most pissed off if he found out Monotone was gone?
we took out his biggest competitor.
He would love us.
I
Why would
know.
he be pissed by that?
He wouldn't. He'd be pissed at Thorn. Thorn is coming for him.
Okay, so it's our bargaining chip to get in. But then how do
Yes.
we spark the war
We tell him Thorn is coming. Do you want to hit her first? Here's where she is.
and say we're on his side or something and like lead
Yes.
him into a trap?
Yes.
Maybe we tell him she's unarmed at Surasuro, even though there's guards, and maybe some shit happens.
Yes. That's my idea.
I love your cunning.
Haze,
I'm down.
we got 2 yays. We need a third.
I thought we'd be off this rock, but to your point, how are we going to get off it without some other stuff? So you're right. We have to do something. We need 200 more hollows.
Okay, first off, out of character, do we know who we have to pay or like how that process works? Can we just send the hollows digitally, or do we need to be in?
You can send them digitally.
I figured
Are
we
we
just
like an impound? We just like push it and then we're done?
that's
Or
what, I
like
figured when we communicate that we want to leave the station, we'll have to pay. That's kind of what I assumed, but I could be totally wrong.
you have a
Okay.
boot on our like car. As soon
Yeah.
as you put 500, the boot comes off and we can go.
You were given like an address. We'll just call it like a Bitcoin address.
Oh,
Oh, I
Like
hate this already.
God
send,
damn it.
to send the money to.
They also sell NFTs.
They
we just
they
Venmo
do.
them the money real quick.
Did I mention that every photo that Rat and Mr. Mins make is also an NFT?
NFTs.
Yeah.
Damn it.
You don't own the pictures. You own the link to the pictures.
Oh,
I hate
I
it.
just assumed at the front door there's a QR code that you have to
Yeah.
scan, and then you send the money to that.
But yeah, you're not entirely sure, like, I guess, who owns the ship currently, other than it's not really you.
Yeah.
And you haven't attempted to leave, so you don't necessarily know that anyone would stop you. So
Okay.
the thing that you said is an assumption.
Yeah.
It might be a good one, but it
I'm
is
gonna
an
stick
assumption.
with it. I'm not gonna get shot, explode at the second we finally get off this fucking station.
Huzzah!
Yeah. So Hayes, we need a vote. What do you want to do?
As he's like feeling his recently healed wounds. I mean, I guess we're stuck, so I'm down to do whatever, but I would still rather we talk to Thorn and try to get an agreement made here.
All right. Let's put it to a vote. All in favor of talking to Thorn, say aye.
She
I
threatened us with a grenade. No.
All in favor of starting a fucking all-out war, say aye. Aye.
I mean, I'm less on the like all at war, but like
Fine.
getting Roy in them.
Creating a
Yeah.
distraction.
I liked your distraction earlier. I thought it was crazy, but it worked out. So yes.
Hayes, I know you don't like this. You with us?
I'm with you.
All right. Last thing,
Under one pretense. You guys never put guns at each other ever again.
I'm gonna hold my hand out to shake Tick's hand, and I'm gonna say deal.
I can't be having my partners in insanity also being insane to each other.
I just
This
didn't
is-
like him pointing a gun
I
at
didn't
an
point it.
innocent person.
I didn't point it. I was just holding it.
Mm. Well, I was
He
pointing it
was-
at your back, so just remember, I'm gonna diffuse. I'm gonna reach out and grab his hand and like pull him in and be like,
All right,
"Yes,
We're
it's fine."
good. One more thing. I want to try something else really quick.
As long as it
We're
doesn't
gonna
involve punching 8.
No,
wait.
no.
Before you finish it, Mr. Mittens and Rat like little babies? Does it work that way?
It does not.
It does not.
Damn it!
I want to see if 8 is really on our side. We're not going to hurt him, but we're just going to tell him we are going. Let's tell him a different plan, and I want to see if he goes to Thorn with it.
Why don't we one up that and make him come with us?
No, that's a terrible idea.
I'm willing to see it, but I would, from what I know about him and what we fought against, I don't think he would do that.
Can
Let's just say.
just to clear my conscience, can we please just do this?
All right, you got to come up with the plan.
He's not human, Mufasa. Remember that.
I know he's not. I'm just saying Thorn showing up was a
Racist.
little bit too.
That's fine.
He's like, actually, now that you mention that, he's fine. He's
Yeah.
now. Yeah,
Oh wait, yeah. If it
All
will
right.
clear your conscience and yes,
Okay,
that's
so
fine.
here's what we're gonna tell him. We're gonna tell him we are heading back to see if we can find Monotone's body to prove to Thorn that we did in fact kill him. That's what we're gonna tell him we're doing.
Okay, and if he spills the beans to Thorn, what is that going to prove?
I have a feeling that oh fuck, that's a good point. I thought she would run off after us, but she probably won't actually, would she?
No, I mean, if anything, she would go to Monotone. Yeah, to set a trap there. That doesn't make sense, I guess.
She also could have just shot you at any point. Like
Yeah.
that's a thing.
I don't think
Absolutely.
she.
So like, does she need to set a trap?
Yeah. Do you guys have any ideas? What can we tell her? Or what
I
can we
think
tell him?
we-
We're-
I believe
we-
8, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think that we leave 8 out of this at this point. We don't tell him anything, and we. I don't know. Kick him out of the ship. We lock the door,
Go our
and we
separate
go
ways.
do our
I mean,
thing.
we never
and-
thought he was going to come with us. So like like Tika's not going to be upset like if he doesn't come
Yeah.
with us. But
Then we just tell him we're going our separate ways.
He
I
brought
really
me-
wish.
Jinx, and I got this dope ass single-use injectable that was also in
That you fucking
package.
stole from him, first of all. Let's
He
not
has
forget
not-
that.
He has not noticed that you stole that, by the way. Or if he did notice, he was like, okay,
he's
whatever.
like, I found it off the street. It's probably dirty.
You
It's
flat out
fine.
fucking stole that.
No hard feelings.
Gave,
You know what? Actually,
He's gonna get
You
sepsis.
kind of-
It's fine.
you kind of just assume that he was so delirious he kind of forgot he had it. That's an assumption, but that's kind of what you think.
yeah, yeah, that makes total sense. right.
Okay, how about this? Okay, I got an idea. Tell 8 we are going to go to the parliament to try and rally the rest of Monotone's gang to form an assault. If she then heads to the parliament, we're gonna know.
Okay, that makes a little more sense, I guess, maybe, but I just
I
don't know.
mean, I'm just struggling to wrap my head around why she gives a fuck what we're doing.
If we tell him, if he goes and reports to her that we're trying to mount a small army from the remnants of Monotone's gang, she's going to care
To
what we're
what?
doing.
Get Hina back to like keep the drug thing going, or like to
Doesn't
what
matter.
end?
I mean,
Doesn't
you guys are
matter.
kind of onto something now, because what if we do go back and find the remnants of the Parliament and tell them that Roy did this?
But then we put Parliament against Roy, and that doesn't help us at all.
Well, that chaos is gonna make
But
the
Thorn was
Thorn.
here to like stop the chaos
I
and
think
stop
Yeah.
the drug
But I
stuff.
think we
So
need people to attack the Suru is what we need.
Well, what if we tell the Parliament that Roy is at Surasuro making a deal with the Thorn, and we tell Roy that the Parliament is also at Surasuro making a deal with the Thorn?
You want to split up and do both? I'm down for that. That's more chaos. Let's do it.
The most chaos.
Fuck yeah, I'm down for that in a heartbeat. We'll have to split up probably, but
Yeah.
I'm down. Tick
What
is
if?
peeing.
Maybe yeah. I'll wait for him to finish that before I say my what if.
I think he can
But
still hear us, can he?
no,
Did he
he
take
took
his
his
headset?
headphones out.
Oh, okay.
Now that he's got those in-ear monitors, then
Oh yeah.
can't walk away from the computer. So I will say that probably
We
once
just
you've
gained a new
made,
follower on Twitch.
woo,
Nice.
hello. Once you do make the decision, that's probably gonna be where we'll call it for that
That's probably a
session.
good idea. Yeah.
But yeah, I want to make sure that we have a plan set out, so that we don't spend like 3/4 of the next session trying to figure that part out. Like, not that you can't change your mind,
Yeah.
but I would rather we just get that
Right.
like done and out of the way.
All right, Tick, here's what we got. Two options. You're muted. Option A. We go to straight to Roy and we tell him what's going on. Where the Thorn is at Surusuru and try and rally them to go attack. Option B, we split up and either one or two of us goes to Roy or one or two of us goes to the remnants of Monotone's gang and try and get them both to attack at the exact same time.
Or we don't have to split up, and we can tell 8/ask 8 to prove that he wasn't involved, and we send him to get the remnants of the Parliament and tell him that Roy is making a deal at Surasuro.
But what if he double crosses us then? Oh, I
Well,
guess that's a
then
good
we still got
He's
idea.
even,
Roy.
yeah.
Yes. All right, let's do that. That's a
Yeah, I like
brilliant
that.
idea.
I like that.
Okay, so
That's fair.
the three of us are gonna head to go talk to Roy. We're gonna ask 8 to go to the Parliament and see what happens. But we're
Who
not
was
gonna.
reluctant to go there the first time,
Yeah,
but
I
you
know.
know, hey,
He's got to prove it. He's got to
Montone's
prove
gone,
it.
so hey, go. It's
But
fine. It's fine.
another
Go
thing,
there.
we cannot tell him that we are going to talk to Roy. We cannot
Yeah.
tell him that. Okay,
That's fine.
Okay,
that's the
so
plan.
if that's the plan, we'll execute that plan
I think
next
it's fine.
time.
Yeah.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z. But
More running on Snake Way.
yeah. But now you have a plan for how to run on Snake
Yep.
Path, Snake Way. So any last minute things you want to do prior to ending this one
I
here?
don't think so. I just realized we
I'm
didn't really.
gonna fondle the ball of Rat
God.
just to make sure.
Just
Yeah.
I just realized I was
There we
thinking
go.
about XP for afterwards. I don't think any of us did anything notable.
That's fine. I haven't
Yeah.
really
No
the entire
XP this
time,
time.
so it's fine.
Nope.
One of the I will say that one of the things that gains you XP is completing a commission. And so theoretically trying to not leave Hina, you are working towards completing a
Oh, okay.
commission.
There we go.
So like you may not be able to level right now, but
Yeah.
if it's successful, then that's more XP in the long run.
Right.
So,
Sweet. Okay.
okay,
All right. Good session.
go ahead and call that one here then. Good game.
Sweet.
All
Thanks for joining us,
Well
Twitch.
done, boys.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
Bye, Twitch.
I'm gonna do our outro.